Welcome to game number 2 between MarineLord and BeastyQT. We're in the public update preview right now, where we can preview the Malian and Ottoman civilization. And this is a play all 5 show match between these two players, hosted by EGCTV. So, MarineLord took the first game playing the Malians. This time, he's going to be playing the Ottomans. So we can see he spawns here in the south side of the map. And in the north, we've got BeastyQT, who last game played the Ottomans, and this time is going to be playing the Malians. So a switcheroo here of the civilizations. So he's going to be playing the Malians this time. We're going to see how their build order differs from each other. We can see here for MarineLord, his is pretty much the same as Beastie's. Going with that house into the mining camp. And we'll have a look over here by Beastie. And he's doing pretty much the same thing. I think it's going to be the four house, age 1, and then the lumber camp, and then the rest on to the food. This build order works really nice because you can just gather all your gold for free. You don't need to build a lumber camp. You don't need to move any villagers out here onto the gold. Save a little bit of walking distance, which is really, really nice to see. And yeah, we'll see this map. Have a look at this. This is a brand new biome. I think it's called the Sahara. And it looks cool, doesn't it? Like, come on. This is absolutely epic. Have a look at the minimap. I'm not a fan of the minimap. It looks a little bit too white, the sand. It's quite hard to see units, especially when you're playing like the color yellow. It's quite hard to see. However, I think this is absolutely awesome. Absolutely love what the developers have done here. It's really fresh, and if we zoom in, it sounds like a rainforest. We can hear monkeys and stuff and parrots. I think it's really, really awesome what they've done here. Now we see MarineLord is going to be producing or building a lumber camp here. Going to be going on to wood now. He can almost age up. He's 100 food away. He should be able to just drop off a little bit. Over here by Beastie. Wow, okay. He's gone for a little bit of a different build order here, that's for sure. Wow. That's a lot of houses. So, I mean, he's going to be producing a lot of gold from this pit mine. So that's going to be 90 gold a minute for free here, as he's got all of these buildings around it, and he's chopped all of those straggler trees, and now he's going to be going for that lumber camp. So definitely a slightly greedier play here. It means BeastyQT is going to be aging up a little bit later, but look at all the gold income he's got at the moment. Maybe this is worth it. I mean, he can go into like a very early wheelbarrow after this as well. We'll have to see what he decides to do with that. He's bringing back sheep as well. Take a look how many scouts they're on. BeastyQT on 1. MarineLord also on 1. Pretty standard stuff there. And now we've got MarineLord aging up. He's going to be going up with the Twin Moret Madress. Pretty standard stuff. We haven't actually seen the other landmark at all. And again, this is something I mentioned in the last game. It's facing an awkward direction. The berry bushes, so this is the berry bush landmark, spawns 4 berry bushes that can be harvested quicker, and it's spawning in this direction. You can see the berry bushes spawn here, here, and here, and here. But that's very open to raids. You know, BeastyQT could come along here with some sofa horsemen, and boom. Your village would have to walk around here like this, around here, and then into the town center, or around here, and into the town center. Whereas if you build the landmark over here, your villagers would just have to walk from like here to there. So maybe a little bit of an error for MarineLord. I guess there is a little bit of a bonus to doing this, and that's you don't have to build another mill. You don't have to build a mill for these berry bushes, as this does act as an economic building. However, I think 50 wood is worth it for those berry bushes. So we'll have to see how that one works out. We can see MarineLord already jumping onto that berry bush right there. And Beastie really going heavy right now onto the wood. We can see he's aging up as well. Quite a bit later than MarineLord. It's going to be the Mansa Quarry, which generates 75 gold per minute and can be toggled to stone. So I wonder if we'll be seeing a second town center here from BeastyQT. It looks like it might be. That's a lot of guys on wood, and we can see a villager moving out onto the stone now. So yeah, that's going to be a second town center coming out from him. So far, when we've seen Ottoman versus Malians, we see very, very greedy plays. We can see here, MarineLord's also going to be going for a second town center. Very, very greedy plays. And I mean, I guess it works for both civilizations. You know, the Ottomans start with 50 extra stone. A little bit less stone that they have to mine right there for that second town center. And the same for BeastyQT playing the Malians. The Manta Quarry can switch to stone. So that's even less stone you have to mine there as well. So MarineLord not going to be too far away from being able to build that second town center. A little bit of wood. And only 30 stone away. We'll take a look over here by BeastyQT. He's a little bit away, but he'll get there eventually. But just while we got a little bit of a lull in action here, I just wanted to say thank you so much, guys, for your support lately. The channel's been doing really, really well lately. And we've got so many subscribers. I really do appreciate that. So, yeah, thank you very much, guys. Anyway, back to the action here. BeastyQT is going to be being a little bit of a pain here. So he's moving away the deer because he knows that MarineLord's going to be going for that second town center. As you can see, he's mining the stone. Like, what else would this realistically be for? Especially with so many villagers there. So he's moving away the deer, as this would be probably an optimal spot for MarineLord to place that second town center, as it's got the berries and the deer. But he's going to be killing the deer and making it really awkward for MarineLord to be able to gather it up, as that's going to be a lot of walking time. And there it is, the second town center. Oh, Beastie doing a good job there with the scout. However, that is probably still going to be going down. A little bit of a delay there, but it's alright. Spahi coming out from MarineLord from that stable is going to be doing a little bit of denial here. Villagers probably can take that out by themselves, though. And there's the second town center. But look what we got here, BeastyQT. He's got the sofa out, a sofa horseman. It's sort of like a crossbreed in between a knight and a horseman. And that is going to be denying the second town center. MarineLord needs to either pull some villagers or cancel this town center, because all of these villagers are going to be going down if he's not careful. It gets cancelled. BeastyQT, what a mastermind right now. First villager is going to be going down as well. MarineLord did manage to save all of the resources, and it looks like he's going to be going for a third town center with all of that stone and wood in the bank. Another villager goes down. 2 villagers for MarineLord going down. Wow, we can see here the scout for MarineLord's going to be going down as well to this sofa. Spahi's here as well. Yeah, that might be a couple of dead villagers there for Beastie. Beastie's going to be losing one. There's going to be a second one as well. Wow, okay. So both players losing 2 villagers there. Except BeastyQT's had this second... Oh, he's going to have this second town center up a lot quicker than MarineLord. You can see here, the second town center for MarineLord has been relocated up north here. But where's the third town center going to be going for MarineLord? He's still got almost enough stone in the bank. Sofa Horseman might be going down there. Uh-oh. Ooh. MarineLord just about saves that villager. Town center fire coming in real clutch right there. Where's that third town center going to be going? I think MarineLord still wants to build it down here, it seems. He's moving that scout down. Maybe not. We'll have to see. But MarineLord is happily on the deer up here. I don't think BeastyQT quite knows about that one. We'll take a quick look at the economic front. BeastyQT ahead by 1 villager. That makes sense, as he did get that second town center up a little bit quicker. Spahi is going to be on that scout now. But look at this. We've got another sofa horseman on the way for Beastie. And this second town... Well, the third town center is going to be tried yet again for MarineLord. Where is it? Where is it going to be placed? He's trying for the deer, but there we go. There's the town center, but I think it's going to be denied here. MarineLord, what are you doing? It gets cancelled again. Now he's repairing his mining camp. MarineLord just doesn't know what to do with himself. That sofa horseman is being such a pain. That's the thing. These guys are so tanky that villagers can't fight one of these. These are like a mix between a knight and a horseman, and that's what's so good about these. They're cheaper, but can still be as annoying as a knight at denying stuff. And we can see MarineLord instead decides to build that the third town center, sorry, up here in a bit more of a defensive position, which definitely makes sense. And the sofa horseman is in the base. MarineLord needs to be careful. He's got 2 villagers here on 2 HP, which could very, very easily be picked off, especially when he pulls his builds like this. BeastyQT, he should spot out those 2 villagers. MarineLord manages to pull them back in time. And Beastie does have to retreat. Unfortunately, 1 villager did go down there for MarineLord. We'll take another look at the villager counts. BeastyQT is ahead by 2 villagers at this point. MarineLord should be able to catch up with that, though. He's a town center ahead now. Finally getting up all 3 town centers. Unfortunately, quite a little bit delayed. But at least he's got them up now. MarineLord trying to do a little bit of raiding here with this Spahi. Doing quite a bit of idle time here for BeastyQT. The Spahi isn't going to be able to get any real kills. You see Beastie is also going to be making a bit of a cattle transition here. Getting his free food from the cattle. Quite a bit of an investment though at this point in the game. But I guess there's nothing else you can really do with that gold. And Beastie finally spots out this 3rd town center over here. So not too much going on at the moment. However, BeastyQT over here looks like he's massing up quite a few archers and sofas. Okay, and we do have a blacksmith. We've got siege engineering in. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be a bit of a play onto this town center over here. There it is. There's the first ram. It looks like Beastie really wants to try and deny this town center. And I mean, it's probably worth it. I mean, look how far away this town center is from the rest of MarineLord's base. We got 2 military schools being dropped from MarineLord, but these guys take a long time to train units, especially with no blacksmith nearby boosting these things up. This could be pretty bad for MarineLord, especially as he doesn't have much of a mass at the moment. He's got a couple Spahi out, but Spahi don't really have much of an effect when there's sofas in the equation. Especially when there's only 2 Spahi as well. Lots of units being pumped out right now from Beastie. And the ram is going to start to make its way towards that town center. 3 Spahi here are going to be able to do a little bit of damage. You can see they do decent damage to that battering ram. Sofas are going to be coming in as well. Beastie might want to pull these archers forwards. They could still do some pretty decent damage up against these Spahi. MarineLord is going to be pulled back a little bit. We haven't talked about much about the Viziers that MarineLord's gone for this game. So he's gone for the 8 sheep and then the villager mining attack by, or villager mining speed, sorry. I don't know why I said attack. By plus 10%. Then he's gone for the military campus so we can build an extra mining military school. It's pretty decent so far. We can see he's built all 3 of his mining, why do I keep saying mining schools? Military schools, and he's got that blacksmith there as well. Going to be giving that influence towards these. So they're going to be producing extra fast. So he's actually got some metas being produced from this one. Definitely a good idea up against all those archers. You can get some archer armor, pierce armor defense, which can be really handy up against mass archers like that. We see 10 villagers are going to be idled here for MarineLord. So Beastie, although he's not achieving too much here, that's still 10 villagers idled for MarineLord, and MarineLord's only on 64 villagers. Beastie's on 56, so MarineLord is slowly creeping ahead in villagers as he's on 3 town centers. But Beastie, he's doing a good job idling all of these. And that's a lot of Spahi going down. The meta makes its appearance on the battlefield. It's going to be giving the plus 15% attack speed. But unfortunately, I don't think that's enough against all of these sofas. And that town center is going to be going down. And that's a lot of dead villagers. Look at all of the dead villagers. That's 10 dead villagers for MarineLord. Well, take a look at the villager count. And Beastie's ahead by 1 villager. That's not good for MarineLord at all. He's starting to really produce out a lot of units now, though. He's starting to drop some barracks down as well. Looking to get out some spearmen. I mean, up against the massive sofa horsemen right here. Definitely worth it. We see Beastie scouting out a little bit of the map here, just to make sure that there's no other villagers hanging about. And now it seems like Beastie's posturing a little bit. Wanting to try and take out this second town center for MarineLord. He's in a pretty vulnerable position, to be honest. Beastie's currently popcats, but look at all these reinforcements on the way. This is not looking too good for MarineLord at all. He's got no units here. He's got the units over here. They're going to be able to pick off quite a few reinforcements, which is pretty decent, but he's going to be losing that second town center if he's not careful. Villagers being pulled here as well to jump inside of that town center. Villager there is going to be going down as well. More Spahi making their way onto the battlefield. However, Beastie's got 5 Donzos. And you don't need too many Donzos to be able to defend this, as these are just basic horsemen. However, a few more Donzos might be needed in this situation, especially to defend those sort of battering ram type units. And Beasty's going to be losing a lot of his archers right here, especially if he doesn't attack move them. So you can see here, still quite a bit of damage being done. The meta is going to be going down. That's definitely something MarineLord definitely did not want to lose. Where are all of Beasty's reinforcements? There they are. That's a lot of reinforcements still on the way. And these archers should be able to be saved. But Beasty is still going to be losing quite a lot of them right there. And MarineLord has to double down now in the age 2 of the unit production. 2 archery ranges being dropped. He needs archers to try and defend from all of these Donzos. That town center is looking pretty injured right now. He might want to try repair that up. We'll take a look at the villager counts yet again. Beasty on 72 compared to 50 for MarineLord. BeastyQT, although only being on 2 town centers this whole game, he's ahead when MarineLord has been on 3 this game. And behind this, look at this, BeastyQT. He's got cattle. He's got pet mines. He's got tons of trickles. So BeastyQT looking very strong right now. MarineLord going for another bit of a counter-attack here. He might be able to pull some pretty good raids off here. I mean, there's no way of these villagers getting inside. They'd have to walk all the way around here. So MarineLord could get a pretty good raid. And speaking of good raids, look at this. 7 villagers are going to be going down here. MarineLord doing a good job here. But is it enough? I mean, BeastyQT is returning his army now. He might be able to sandwich all of MarineLord's army here. MarineLord needs to pull back this army. He does it just in time before it gets sandwiched. That's still a lot of damage onto those Spahi. Battering ram for Beasty is going to be going down. Villagers were pulled. And we see more and more raids going off as well. Sofa Horsemen just doing so much damage there onto the villagers. I feel like Sofas are such a good raider unit. And I know Knights are pretty decent at raiding as well, but these guys are fast, they're cheaper. I feel like they're a really effective raiding unit. You can see here, MarineLord not looking too good when it comes to his military mass. He's got a ton of spearmen, but spearmen versus Donzos plus archers, I'm not sure if that's the right composition that MarineLord needs to go for right now. And we can see he's trying to burn through this wall, but Spahi are going to be going down way too fast to be able to burn that down. And more villagers going to be going down here. MarineLord not looking too good right now. Look at this mass for Beasty over here, and he's got even more units over here as well. I mean, BeastyQT is just producing these units like absolutely crazy. And I mean, look at these cattle. That's like 1,000 gold right there. That's just sitting there doing nothing. Okay, interesting. I mean, at least Beasty is now building the cattle ranches for those to go sit in, which is definitely handy. And now we've got the ram pushing forwards onto that town center. BeastyQT going to be pushing forwards with his mass of Donzo plus Archer. And up against this is pretty decent. MarineLord doesn't have the right unit composition here. Going for mass Spearmen definitely isn't a good idea, especially when there's so many archers on the battlefield. And BeastyQT's got Sofa Horsemen in here as well onto the Spahi. And this is looking really good for BeastyQT. The mass is looking so small for MarineLord. The battering ram is on the back line as well, dealing out its damage onto that town center. And good game gets called. Reinforcements coming in as well. Wow, what a game that was. If you did enjoy this game, please do feel free to leave a like. The score is currently 1-1 between MarineLord and Beasty. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.